Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Well, this is going to be a little bit longer video than usual. We have a lot of stories to cover, and we're going to end with the Commonwealth service. It was an absolutely beautiful service. Well done. Catherine looked amazing. Yet we have a lot to cover, so let's just jump right in and go, shall we? Let's go. I'm starting off this morning with the tweet that you see above because it just resonated with me when I saw it, and it's absolutely true. All the racist claims being leveled at Prince William could be stopped dead with Harry saying one simple sentence: my brother isn't a racist. But he's not going to say anything, because if he says something, then it kills the whole victim narrative that he and Meghan have going about how they escaped from the racist royal family. Shame on him. The next thing I want to talk about is a comment that was left on Twitter under my YouTube video about, it was all about the Oprah interview. Perfect example, Harry's talking about generational pain, but he and Meghan showed no regard for how this alleged conversation about Archie's skin color may impact him when he's old enough to understand this. And sending this negative message it just doesn't show parental love and caring, and I agree. Now, another message that was left on the Oprah interview on YouTube really hit me because, what a hero, telling his pregnant wife that the family are making racist comments rather than shielding her from that negativity when she's already imprisoned and desperately unhappy. And that really resonated with me because, yes, supposedly she's got mental health issues, and yet it's like Harry ran to her every time any little thing happened and said, guess what the family said? Guess what the family said? Spot on comment. Okay, I want to point out that the Earl of Wessex is the patron for the Paralympics that went on in Beijing. He sent a fabulous letter congratulating all the participants, especially the medal winners. I just love him. Next up, I want to thank Thunderstruck HRH for what you're seeing above. It is true that part of the point of this lawsuit that he's filed in the UK is because he wants to get his international protected person status back so that when he's living in the United States, we have to pay for his security 24/7. When he goes on these tours with Meghan, those countries are responsible for paying for his security. That's what he's looking for. Personally, I'm not interested in paying for his security. He can just take his little self right on back over to the UK. And as far as the Invictus Games goes, for all we know, Netflix is paying for his security, or he's paying for his own security, or Invictus Games is paying for his security. All right, this story is just to show you how crazy the Sussex Squad is. There was an article in the paper that said that celebrated restaurateur Richard Corrigan said, when I cook for the Queen, I cook her favorites. Of course, I don't charge anything. But if Harry and Meghan were to come to my restaurant, absolutely I'd charge them. And what happened? The Sussex Squad attacked, and he has had to put up with a whole weekend of online abuse and accusations of racism. Yeah, that's right. If you're not willing to cook for Harry and Meghan for free, you're a racist. Don't you guys know that? Okay, moving on. And just to show you how crazy some of these sugars are, because seriously, there's something wrong here. This woman wrote, why is one of the most globally influential members of the royal family unworthy of any royal treatment? Because she's a black? Is there other prejudices? People, she's not a world leader. She's not an influential member. She's nothing, okay? She is now a private citizen. She is not a world leader, and that's why people don't pay attention to her. I don't get why her fans don't understand that. All right, we had a blind item, which is a little odd because it says I'm not a fan of the illiterate one, meaning Meghan Markle, but filing a meritless lawsuit against her just to pitch a reality show makes her look like a victim. And then they're talking about Samantha Markle. The thing is, her lawsuit is not meritless, so I'm not sure where this particular one comes from. Usually, blind items are spot on. This one is way off. All right, moving on. Okay, this is an old article that I found. Did you guys know that Meghan Markle's father spent money on a suit for the wedding and he sold it? It was sold to somebody in a PR firm and he apparently wore it to Ascot. Cool, at least he wasn't out the money. Now, speaking of Thomas Markle, I'm really happy for him. He launched his own YouTube channel. And why shouldn't he? Why shouldn't he be able to give his opinion on what's going on with Samantha and Meghan? Good for him. You know, you can tell technology is not his thing, but he's being helped, and I think it's fabulous. Now, while I was watching, I noticed that he named 4 people who inspired him, and I love these 4 people. I just wish I was on that list. So I watched his first podcast, and I thought for the first one he did pretty good for a man of his age. Okay, moving on. Now, Thomas Markle did say that he will give evidence in court if he has to. So I'm happy. I think that he actually is going to get his day in court, and he deserves it. And now for the last story. Apparently the Queen her health is declining, and she may have to pull out of the remembrance service for her husband. It's been rumored she's been having trouble walking. But she's refusing to use a wheelchair, and I'm guessing she doesn't want to go to the remembrance service in a wheelchair, maybe because she thinks it'll take too much attention away from the reason for the service. Terrible. So it appears that they're trying to slow the Queen down because she's almost 96 years old, and they want to make sure that she can attend Philip's Thanksgiving service. So she won't be at the Commonwealth service, but hopefully she'll still make it to Prince Philip's service. That's what we hope for. And with her typical grace and style, she put out a fabulous message for the Commonwealth service, which was shared. You can see it above. And Harry's behavior isn't helping things. Do I think he's going to get back to the UK before the Queen passes away? No, I don't. Do I think he'll show up and put on a show at her funeral after the way he's treated her the last few years? Yes, I do. Do I think that's going to end up on Netflix? Sure it will. You have to remember that he said he can go to the Netherlands to the Invictus Games because there's money involved in that. But he cannot go home for Philip's memorial service. And then he did a Zoom video plugging the Invictus Games where he made a complete fool out of himself. Who is writing this man's scripts? Like, really? And on top of bad acting and bad scripting, everybody's looking at him going, so you have no problem flying to the Netherlands. You have no problem being in the United States. You have no problem going to New York. You have no problem going here, there, and yon, but you just can't come home. Yeah, he's raising eyebrows. Think about it. This, what you see above, is the Prince Harry that you remember. This is the Prince Harry that we all remember and loved. And this is Prince Harry today. God help us. Now, I found this on Twitter today from Kay. She points out that she lives in the Netherlands, and you should look up what the headlines are where Harry is going. So I did. Here is the original headline in Dutch, and here it is translated. They don't like Harry any more than we do. She also pointed out the website where you can buy your tickets for the Invictus Games and the fact that they are not sold out at all. Doesn't surprise me. So, ladies and gentlemen, Commonwealth Day came, and here you can see an explanation as to what it is and why they celebrate it. Well, the Commonwealth service went ahead, and of course, William and Kate walked in. She was an absolute vision in blue. I mean, is there any color that she doesn't wear that doesn't look good on her? I mean, I've never seen anybody who doesn't have a, what's the word? Like a signature color that they look the best in, because she literally looks good in everything. I'm jealous, I admit it. And remember, they're doing a song about Meghan's gorgeous, healthy hair, which is mostly extensions. This is real, gorgeous, healthy hair. Yeah, why don't you do a song about this? Okay. So as they were walking into the Commonwealth service and they had all this absolute fabulous music playing, I don't know why. I just wish, and I know this is not professional, but I just wish that William would have grabbed Kate and spun her once. You know what I'm saying? To the rhythm of the music as they were walking in. But watch this. And then Charles and Camilla arrived, and I love the fact that Camilla has started wearing, maybe she's always done it and I just haven't noticed, but to me, she started wearing outfits in these vibrant, bright colors, just like the Queen does. I think she looks phenomenal. And I'm trying to figure out who this is who walked over to the steel drum, because I don't think that's Camilla. I mean, these pictures clearly show that Charles has a very close relationship with Catherine, and that Camilla and William also have a very close personal relationship, and I love that. So here's a little bit of video from the inside of the church as they went to their seats, as they greeted each other and then went to their seats. And then you had two future queen consorts walking down the center aisle of the Abbey to their seats. Very fabulous. And then, of course, they had their fabulous Commonwealth service. You know, I wish we had something, no, I don't want to go back under the rule of a queen, but I would love to have, be able to participate in something like this. And when the service ended, here they came outside where, of course, Kate was given some beautiful flowers. And it was raining a little and they walked back to the car. Here's a video of it for you. It was a fabulous service, and the best part is I think the attention was where it needed to be on the actual Commonwealth service, unlike last year where all the attention was on Harry's bad looks and the glances he was giving people and his, the lip readers with his complaining that the family barely acknowledged him. Yeah, whatever. This year, it was fabulous. So I'm going to want all your comments. What do you think about the fact that Harry and Meghan refused to tell the Sussex squad to cut it out? What do you think about the chef that had to put up with being abused because he refused to cook for Harry and Meghan for free? What do you guys think about Thomas Markle starting his own YouTube channel? I just love that. What do you think about Harry saying, yeah, no, I can't come back for Prince Philip's, service of Thanksgiving, but I can go to the Invictus Games, a week or two later, but I can make that. And what do you guys think about the Commonwealth service? Make sure to leave those comments below and make sure that they're good. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and double check to make sure that you're still subscribed if you already have hit that button. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Getter, you can email me. For those who have donated to my coffee/alcohol fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.